Hello class, so this is lecture 2 for our chapter 3 and that is pronouns. In previous video for this chapter, we understood what is a pronoun, its various kind. We also understood the very first kind of pronoun, that is a personal pronoun. So what is a personal pronoun? A personal pronoun is a word that is used to describe a person. Okay. Now moving a little ahead to the next category, that is a possessive pronoun. Now today we'll understand what is a possessive pronoun. Okay, so possessive pronouns basically describe what things belong to which people. Okay, like if I say her shoe. hmm? Okay, so if I say her shoe, or the book is mine, where should I write? The book is mine. Okay, so here in these example I can clearly see a kind of possession. Her shoe, the book is mine. So these words that are used to describe what things belong to which people are possessive pronouns. Possessive pronouns can be adjectives like his bicycle. If I write his bicycle, okay, or they can stand in for nouns like the seats are theirs. Neither of these forms should have an apostrophe to show possession, so it's ours, like OURS. This ways we don't write OUR apostrophe S. Okay, so it's ours, not ours. Likewise, it's yours. Why OURS? Yours, not yours. Okay, so these are wrong. So let's try and understand and get a better clarity. So what is a possessive pronoun? A possessive pronouns, these are used to show, ownership or possession. What do they show? Ownership or possession. Okay, they replace noun. Understood? What do? Firstly, they are used to show ownership or possession. Secondly, they replace noun, and this is something every pronoun does. Okay, so what is very much specific about possessive pronoun? Possessive pronouns are used to show ownership and possession, and they also replace noun. For example, if I say the house you see over there is ours. The house, this house that you see over there is ours. So this word ours clearly gives an idea about possession or the ownership. Hence, this becomes the possessive pronoun. Likewise, when I say I haven't seen mine book, what is this person asking? I haven't seen mine book. Where is my book? He's asking or he's inquiring about his book. So this word again, mine, this is also a possessive pronoun. Okay, so these words that are used to express some kind of ownership or possession are possessive pronouns. One thing very important that we just discussed, possessive pronouns do not have any apostrophe s. Okay, so we don't just now we discussed, we don't write ours. This is incorrect. Okay, we write OURS, ours. Understood? So possessive pronouns do not have any kind of apostrophe. They are used to express, or they are used to show ownership or possession, and they simply replace noun. Now we'll try and understand better about possessive noun with the examples. Okay, now, across all varieties of English, the possessive pronouns don't have any apostrophe in them. Okay, so let's get a better clarity about possessive pronouns with this table. Now, in this table or in previous video, we understood the two cases of personal pronouns, that was subjective case and objective case. Now here in this category, that is possessive pronoun, we'll understand the possessive case of our personal pronoun. Okay. So when our personal pronoun is I, okay, so in possessive case, I is written as mine. Likewise, when our personal pronoun is we, this in possessive case is written as ours. You become yours. See, all these words, they do have s more or less, but they don't have apostrophe. Okay, so you become yours, he becomes his. Now why isn't one more s after his? We're just adding a s at the end of our word, because this becomes a hissing sound, so we don't add a s after the words. Okay, after the words ending with s, already s. Okay, so he becomes his, she becomes hers. Okay, they becomes theirs. Okay, so in personal category, when I write I, that I in its possessive case becomes mine. We becomes ours, you becomes yours, he becomes his, she becomes hers, they become theirs. Understood? Well, let's get better clarity of this with some example. Okay. So let's say there was a book that I owned. How would I talk about it? Okay. Well, I can do it in two different ways. Using the possessive pronoun, I could say, this book is mine. Here in this case, this word my, this is functioning as an adjective. Now, I can also say, while talking about my book, that this book is mine. Okay. When I'm saying this book is mine, here I am using this word mine to connect to my book. So, in this case, we are using mine as noun. Now, how do I know if this word mine is acting like a noun? Because we can use it independently of the word book. How? Now, suppose if someone asks me, where is your book? I can say mine is on the bedside or mine is near the table. So, here this word mine is used independently to replace this word book. Nowhere in this sentence does the word book will appear, but we can use mine independently. And this is why this word mine is acting as a noun, but here this word my is an adjective. Okay. Now let's try and understand about the third category of pronouns, that is the reflexive pronouns. Okay. So what is a reflexive pronoun? These are used to refer back to the subject in the sentence. What are these used for? These are used to refer back to the subject in the sentence. Okay. Now what does it means? Suppose I say Tina fell and hurt herself. In these cases or in such pronoun, the object and the subject are same. So in these cases, the subject, or in fact the words, are used to put emphasis on the subject that are referred again. For example, Tina fell and hurt herself. So Tina and herself are the same person, that is the subject and object are same. So the words that are used to put emphasis on the subject are reflexive pronouns. So the reflexive pronouns are used to refer back to the subject in the sentence. Understood? For example, if I say Tina fell and hurt herself, herself here is a reflexive pronoun. Likewise, I treated myself. Now, I treated myself, again here we are referring back to the subject. So I treated myself to an ice cream. So words like herself, myself show when the object of a sentence is also the subject of a sentence. For example, include I say if I say I saw myself in the mirror. Okay, or if I say we bought ourselves a snack, so words like myself, herself, ourselves, the words that are used to describe the subject are reflexive pronouns. So now with this table, we'll see what all these reflexive pronouns look like contrasted with their personal pronoun form. Okay. So in the first person, as we say, the personal pronoun is me. Okay. So the reflexive pronoun is myself. Okay. The first person plural pronoun is us. Understood? So the reflexive form of that is ourselves. Okay. Then in the second person, both plural and singular personal pronoun is you. So in its reflexive case, this can either be written as yourself when you're addressing to one person, or yourselves when the you you're talking about is more than or consist of more than one person. Okay. Now, the in its third form, the singular third person pronoun looks like it, her, and him. So its reflexive case becomes itself, herself, and himself. Okay. Finally, the personal pronoun them is written as in its reflexive form themselves. Okay. So with this table, I hope we are clear. If the personal pronoun is me, I'll write in this me in its reflexive case as myself. Likewise, if my personal pronoun is us, this in its reflexive case will be written as ourselves, you, because it's singular and plural both. If the you that you're addressing to is one person, you will write yourself. If there are more than one person or consist of more than one person, you will write yourselves. Likewise, in third form, it, her, him will be written as itself, himself, herself. Them in its reflexive form becomes themselves. Okay. Now, all these are what we would call object pronouns. Why? Because they can all be the object of a verb. They can all be the object of a verb. So, they are never the doers. Okay. These pronouns, they are never the doers. They are never the doers. In fact, they are always the doers. Understood? So, or in fact, with the exception of you or it, they are always the doers, never the doers. So none of these pronouns can be the subject of the sentence. Understood? This is very important. None of these pronouns can be the subject of a sentence. Okay. So with this we completed our third category of pronouns, that was reflexive pronoun. So today we understood what is a possessive pronoun. How do we define a possessive pronoun? We understood the possessive case of personal pronouns with the help of this table. We also understood that possessive pronouns do not have any apostrophe. Okay. Likewise, we understood what is a reflexive pronoun. What do reflexive pronouns do? Reflexive pronouns can never be the subject of a sentence. Also, with the help of this table, we understood the reflexive case of personal pronouns. So that's it for today. We'll continue with the other categories of pronouns in our next video. Until then, thank you.